Alright, so this is going to be a reading for Leo. And for the Leo that I'm reading for today, I'm seeing that there's something that you care about quite a lot that could be causing a lot of stress for you as you reflect on it. And I see you really asking, like, what do I do about this situation? Because there's quite a bit of pain around it and possibly some confusion as well. Now, I'm going to dive into these energies more, but before I do, I just want to say thank you so much for being here and for receiving this reading. If you would like a personal reading, I do offer personal readings, and you can find my email in the description box down below. And if you would like to contribute your energy to the channel to help me manifest messages that resonate more for you, you can like and subscribe. But let's get into it, Leo. So this could have to do with a connection, some energy around you that, it could feel like it's very hard for you to fully move on from, or it's just like the moving on process, the healing process is taking a while, or it feels like maybe you're not making much progress. I think that you are making progress, but you're feeling kind of stuck at this time. Let's see what this is to you. Whatever this was at one point, it made you feel very open, very excited, very grounded, very safe, supported. It was a very positive energy here, and it was something that you were pretty invested in. You may have put a lot of your own energy into it. It could have felt like this was kind of returning the energy that you were putting into it, or that it was okay, it was safe, it was relaxing. But then when you took a closer look at it, there could have been things that didn't quite pass the vibe check, I'm hearing. Like things that made you kind of second guess yourself, or second guess whatever it was that you were involved in here. And then you started to kind of question, like, am I really as safe and comfortable in this as I thought that I was? Because what you were really manifesting or wanting for yourself was something that did make you feel open and safe and comfortable and accepted, and feeling like you can move about the cabin, so to speak. Something that gave you space to really be yourself and to just be really comfortable and all of that. But something kind of happened here, or maybe you realized something about the situation that made you see it differently, and I'm seeing it causing a lot of stress for you. There could have been something about this that, like, over time was very triggering or very destabilizing, or it felt like, everything's good here, everything's harmonized, and then, like, over time, like, little things come up or situations come up that were actually pretty upsetting and made you anxious over time. They come through as, like, little moments. So maybe, like, one conversation here or there, but as those things kind of start to repeat over and over again, it builds up into something much more significant, something much more stressful. And for many of you, I see you even like losing sleep over this over time, or just feeling really conflicted about whatever these things are that really occurred. In the current energy, I see you trying to consider, like, what do I do with this situation? Like, it doesn't make me feel good. But also sometimes it does make me feel good. I just see you being very confused and then not feeling great about the situation in the current energy. There's a feeling of, like, I just want everything to be okay. I just want to move towards happiness. Like, how can I keep going in this and have it feel good? There's a part of you that's looking for a way to make this work, that's looking for a way to keep going, and for this to come up feeling good, for it to feel happy, to feel that forward movement. And then there's this other part of you that's like, oh wait, like, what if this doesn't work, or what if it isn't working? And I see you kind of considering both sides. There's a part of you that is considering, like, bringing this to an end, or considering the ways that this has hurt you more. And when you start to think about those things, your heart starts to move in a different direction. And I see you kind of going back and forth quite a bit in your energy of, well, what if I just rush forward and keep going with it, versus what if I, kind of connect back with my heart space. Because on the one hand, you're showing me like I can make this work. On the other hand, you're showing me when I actually face how this makes me feel, the truth is it doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't give me that connected feeling that I was feeling in the past. I do see you kind of coming to a conclusion about this situation in the future, and kind of realizing, like almost getting serious. I'm hearing getting serious, taking the situation seriously. I see you kind of rising above the day-to-day sort of status quo of this situation, the minute connection, and saying, I think I need to take this a little bit more seriously because it's affecting me more seriously. And so for some of you, maybe there was a casual element to this connection, or it was just a friendship or something like that. And so maybe you didn't even take it super seriously all the time, or you weren't really worried about it all the time. With comparison, the rebel and clinging to the past, there could be something about this situation that feels like a repeated cycle, or like it's bringing up something from your past, like you're just moving through the same situation. And whether or not that's actually true, with the rebel here, I see there being something about this that makes you feel like you need to break through or push back against the pattern that you're kind of used to. There could be a part of yourself that you're hanging on to, or a version of yourself that you're hanging on to, that's been putting up with this situation, and it kind of requires you to step outside of the norm and push back on what you're used to or what the status quo in this situation is. And ultimately, I see it really pushing you to take back your power and to kind of own how you're feeling about this. But in the current energy, maybe you're only just realizing, or you're only just starting to contend with how this actually makes you feel, and how it's not really moving forward in a way that makes you feel good. In the future, I see you stepping more into your power and kind of making more of an executive decision around this situation. You're showing me like whoever else is involved in this, you're reflecting on, are they really a match to my energy? Because it could feel like you're always kind of waiting for them to show up, or you're always waiting for your counterpart in some way. If it's not this person, I see you really considering, what is it that would match my energy? What is it that's really on my level? And you're looking for something that's really on your level, and I see you cutting off anything that doesn't match you, anything that can't rise to meet you in that space. So again, even if this isn't a casual connection, like even if this is something that you're invested in, there's this feeling of, should I have really invested in it this deeply if it's not matching the frequency that I'm looking for or that I'm on? Yeah, again, there's this feeling of needing to go towards something that's going to really reciprocate and balance with you, and feeling like this just isn't it. Like this just isn't giving me what it is that I need, or what it is that I'm looking for. And there's this feeling all of a sudden of, wow, I really have to move on from this, or I have to move on from things that aren't serving me. There's been a theme in the readings for today, and that theme is about reciprocation, and what do I do when someone isn't reciprocating. Your higher self is telling you there's better love out there for you, or there's more out there for you. There's an overflow of abundance and goodness and love and care in the world. But in order for you to access that or get to that, you're going to have to kind of create this tower moment. You're going to have to bring the foundations of whatever this is down in order to experience whatever else is out there waiting for you. Let's get 3 cards of advice from the universe for Leo. 3 cards of advice for Leo. Again, there's something out there that is worthy of your energy, that is really going to fulfill you. There are things that can offer you more, but is this that? And are you holding on to receiving less than you deserve? Like, it's almost like there's a pattern here of you receiving less than you deserve and thinking that's as good as it's going to get. And Spirit's asking you to reconsider that and really take a look at, is this everything that you really want and desire, if you're being honest with yourself. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this helps. I hope that this resonates, and I'll see you next time.